Hey Virgo, let's see what's going on in your love life. This is a tarot love reading for Virgo Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, and for any of you lovely cross watchers dealing with a Virgo romantically. Now, please keep in mind, it is a general reading, Virgo, so it may or may not resonate, and you are always welcome here to take what works and leave the rest. Just a quick reminder that if you would like to get a personal reading, I do offer those through Etsy, and the link is in the description box below the video. So we're going to jump right into it today, Virgo, and we're going to see what could be coming toward you in love. First message coming out for Virgo today. Alrighty, we got the Seven of Swords. Seven of Swords is a tricky energy, Virgo. We're going to see where it goes, but it's usually not the happiest energy within a love reading. The Seven of Swords is known as the thief at the tarot. Tends to indicate someone sneaking around, being dishonest, struggling to open up emotionally, somebody who's maybe hiding things from us. It can also strongly indicate the energy of somebody who is self-sabotaging. So you might even be dealing with someone romantically who you feel is kind of like sabotaging the connection between the two of you. So let's see where it goes, you guys. Tell me more about what could be coming toward Virgo. Seven of Cups, yeah. So somebody is sabotaging things, and guess what, Virgo? You are very confused by this. You're probably not sure where you stand with this person and where things are headed. I think if you're connecting with the energy today, you're probably very confused about where you stand with this person, whoever you're involved with. This could be someone you're dating, someone you're in a relationship with. I'm going to say for some of you, this is probably a person who you're in a situationship with. So kind of like an undefined situation where you don't really know what they want, you don't know where things are headed, and it's leading to a tremendous amount of confusion. I think your person is probably doing things right now to create confusion in the relationship. You're probably seeing things like inconsistency in their behavior, inconsistency in what they're saying. There's probably a lack of consistency between what they are saying and what they are doing. So I think that's also happening. Tell me more about what could be coming toward Virgo right now. And then the Knight of Pentacles. Okay, so this is Earth energy, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. Maybe you're dealing with another Earth sign romantically. Knight of Pentacles is a slower moving energy. I kind of feel like the tarot is saying there's something weird going on right now, Virgo, okay? Seven of Swords, Seven of Cups, there's something going on. Something's up here, okay? So you got to slow things down to figure out exactly what is happening and what is going on, because I think that it's very confusing. And it's like you need to slow things down so that you can better understand what's happening and see the situation clearly and then decide what you want to do. So the Knight of Pentacles is like, slow it down, get information and try to figure out what's happening, and then you can make a decision about how you want to proceed. So I'm very curious, Virgo, to see where this goes. Here's what we're going to do today. We're going to look at this person, their overall energy, what they could be feeling, what actions they could be taking. I will look at you as well. Same thing, and then we'll look at the potential outcomes. So let's try to dig into what's going on with this messy situation. Tell me about the person who Virgo is involved with, please. Page of Pentacles. Okay, that's interesting. More Earth energy, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. This is kind of suggesting that they're going to be reaching out to you. I'm a little torn here because I feel like what we saw in the overall energy is somebody who's super inconsistent, sabotaging things, not being clear about what they want. And the Page of Pentacles is kind of suggesting to me that they float in and out of your life, okay? Do you ever have this happen where somebody is like inconsistent, they don't text us, and then like 3 weeks later, suddenly they pop up again? That's the kind of vibe I'm getting. It's like somebody who inconsistently shows up within our life. And you're like, I don't know what to expect, because sometimes you reach out, sometimes you say nice things to me, sometimes you do nice things for me, but then you disappear and I don't know what's going on. So the Page of Pentacles to me is kind of suggesting that this person kind of comes and goes as they please. Tell me more about their energy, please. The Nine of Wands. It's almost like they're testing you. The Nine of Wands is a card of feeling tested. And I almost think that this is saying that your person, it's probably not conscious, Virgo, but unconsciously, maybe they're testing you with this behavior. I'm going to explain this a little bit more. So here's what could be happening. We all have our lived experiences. We all have our history. And a lot of us have had heartbreak and tough stuff that happened in the past, okay? The challenge is when we move into a new connection and we bring that baggage with us. So what I feel is that your person probably has some baggage here that they have not dealt with. Now what's happening is maybe because of that baggage, they've got some fears and insecurities, like that with that Seven of Swords, right? And so maybe they have a fear of abandonment because maybe they have been abandoned in a past relationship. So now what they're doing is like, they're acting on that fear. So what's happening potentially in this example is like, let's say they have a fear of abandonment. They might be sabotaging things with you unconsciously. Like, I don't think we purposely sabotage things. I think this is usually an unconscious thing, but they might be scared of you leaving them. So they're like doing these things to test the relationship because they're like, how is Virgo going to respond, right? If I push Virgo away, if I disappear for a week or two, like, is Virgo going to give up on me? And again, I don't feel this is like a super conscious thing. Oh, this is my kitty cat, Frankie, coming to say hello. This is not necessarily like a super conscious thing where they're like, I'm trying to sabotage things. But if they are acting from a place of fear and a place of insecurity and anxiety, it could be that they're kind of like testing you without really thinking about why they're doing that. And unfortunately, it could really be sabotaging the connection between the two of you. Hello. Are you here to provide some comfort? So my little kitty cat, Frankie, I know you guys love Frankie, so she's come to say hello. Tell me more about this person's energy, please. The Nine of Pentacles. This might be the energy of somebody who breaks up with you and ends up saying to you, I just got to be single. I can't be in a relationship right now. And it's interesting because normally I do really, oh my goodness, I do really like the Nine of Pentacles energy normally within a reading, but I feel like, hello, I feel like within the reading today, there's a challenge here because your person might be using that as a bit of an excuse to break up with you. You know what I mean? It's like they say to you, I can't be in a relationship. I just need to be single. And they're using it as a way to like create distance within the relationship between the two of you because they're scared of getting too close. That's a little bit of like what I feel here. Frankie is not scared of getting too close, obviously. She's got the opposite problem. She likes to smother me. Oh my goodness. Hello. Oh my gosh. Okay, here we go. Thank you, Frankie. So let's see what your person could be feeling right now. Let's take a look at that, Virgo. The Chariot. Okay, so the Chariot is a very like fast-paced, action-oriented energy, and it's kind of like charging forward. Honestly, what I'm getting here, Virgo, is that this person runs away when things get hard or when they get scared. I think your person is somebody who struggles to stay in a relationship. I think they get emotionally overwhelmed, and if they get scared, they just run in the opposite direction. And that's probably why you're getting this inconsistent behavior. Tell me more about what they could be feeling right now, please. The Page of Cups. But then they come back around. This is what I'm saying. I really strongly feel if you're connecting with this energy, Virgo, that they come in and out. I really do. I think they come in and out of your life like this. Frankie's not going to leave us alone, by the way, but we're going to keep going, Virgo. They come in and out of your life. It's like they run out the door. Thank you. They run out the door and then they come back in. They leave and then they show up again, texting you at 2 a.m., asking you what's up, but not actually dealing with any of the issues that have led to the problems. And the other thing too that I want to highlight here is that there's two pages, right? The pages tend to be the more immature energy of the court cards within the tarot. So it suggests that your person is coming in and out of your life, Virgo, but the way that they're doing it is in a very immature way. It's like they're kind of showing up and popping back up, but like I said, not really addressing any of the issues that have been plaguing your relationship. What else could this person be feeling, please? The Eight of Wands, another card of like running, but also a card of moving quickly. I'm also getting the message here of your person brushing past the issues and not working to address the challenges within your relationship, right? And so there's something here about wanting to quickly move past the problems. And I see this sometimes within a love reading where it's like, you know, challenges happen between you and your person, things break down, communication breaks down, things don't move in a good direction. But instead of addressing the issues, the person's like, I just want to brush past it. I just kind of want to pretend like things never happened. And I think that's a bit of what we're seeing here with your person. It's like they're not really addressing any of the issues that are leading to the inconsistency within the relationship. And it's kind of funny. Come on, Frankie, let's go this way. It's kind of funny because like I said to you in the overall energy, I feel like the Knight of Pentacles is saying, you really need to slow things down. You really need to look at what's happening here because it kind of feels like your person's playing this game where they're in and out of your life. But then, oh my gosh, when they're back, what is happening today? When they're back, they're all over you, but then they're also just trying to like brush past the issues. So I would watch out for your person like trying to move past things quickly and not actually deal with the issues. And that's why the Knight of Pentacles is saying like, you got to slow things down. This is intense. What is happening right now? What are we doing? I know you have food. What's the problem? So let's see what actions they could be taking, please. The Hermit. I think this is Virgo energy, by the way. Maybe you're dealing with a Virgo. I think they go into hermit mode. I think they come towards you and then they shut down. We've talked about that. Tell me what other actions they could be taking. The Tower, and then they blow up the whole relationship. This is, unfortunately, very chaotic energy, Virgo. If you're involved with this, it probably feels like a lot. It probably feels incredibly intense and chaotic. The Tower is like everything coming crashing down. It's a very dramatic energy. It's very intense energy. And I think this is probably the roller coaster that you're on with this person. They're in your life one day, they disappear, they show up again unexpectedly, and then they break it all down again. It's like they come out of that hermit mode and then they end up like tearing everything to the ground. I know that sounds dramatic, you guys, but that is kind of like what the Tower energy is. And what it feels like is that this person is constantly like causing chaos within your relationship. Tell me more about what actions they could be taking. The Hierophant. I shake my head, Virgo. Okay, so they cause the Tower moment. Maybe they break up with you. Maybe they go hook up with somebody. They date someone for a couple weeks and then they come back and they're like, actually, I do want to be with you. I do want to marry you. But it's like, it's a pattern, right? I'm a little, in my opinion, a little nervous for you, Virgo, with this kind of energy because it is highly inconsistent. It's like, I'm here, I'm gone. I'm here, I'm gone. And the problem with that is those kind of dynamics can feel very addictive because there's a lot of anxiety and excitement that characterizes those dynamics, right? So it's like when it's good, and when it's bad, it's so bad. And you're kind of like addicted almost to like the highs and lows of the relationship where your person breaks up with you unexpectedly and breaks your heart, but then comes back with this grand declaration of love, saying all the things that you wanted them to say, but yet you have to keep in mind the chaos that has plagued the relationship. So it's almost like the Knight of Pentacles again is saying, thank you. The Knight of Pentacles is saying, like, you need to slow this down, Virgo, and look at the reality of the situation that you're dealing with here so that you can maybe get unstuck from this pattern. Because I think your person is just like constantly looping you into this pattern. And the tarot's like, slow it down and look at what is actually happening here. Okay, so let's look at you. I do not know what's going on with Frankie today, but obviously she has decided she will not leave your reading. Okay, so let's look at Virgo's energy, please. Let's see what's up with you. Six of Pentacles. I mean, obviously things are feeling very unbalanced for you and your person right now. And I think you're kind of tired of it. You're kind of tired of feeling like you're on this roller coaster where it's up and down and they disappear and then you're trying to make things work. And it does feel with the Six of Pentacles a lot of the times like they've probably been giving you breadcrumbs and that feels awful. Tell me more. Six of Cups. But I think part of the reason you've maybe been staying in this cycle is because you do feel a connection with them. And maybe there's a lot of history. Maybe for some of you, you've known this person for a while. So there is a lot of history between the two of you. And guess what? It's hard to walk away, Virgo, when we have that kind of history with someone. It is tough, okay? And so I get that. And I see that as being one of the big reasons that you're probably holding on to this connection. But we've talked about this before on my channel. It's a little bit of that sunk cost fallacy. And the sunk cost fallacy is when we don't want to walk away from something because we've invested a lot of time in it, but it might not be a good situation anymore. You know what I mean? Like at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter how much time you've invested in this person if they're not able to give you what you want in a relationship. You know what I mean? But sometimes with the sunk cost fallacy, it's hard to walk away because you're like, well, we've got all this history, we've spent all this time together, and it's hard to let that go and to be like, you know what, this is not going in the direction I hoped. Tell me more about Virgo's energy, please. The Judgment. Yeah, I think the Judgment card is just saying you got to figure out what you want, Virgo. This is a card about compatibility and being like, if I'm being totally honest with myself, do I feel like this person can give me what I want when it comes to love? That might be a good little check-in question for yourself right now to be like, are they showing up in the way that I would want my partner to show up? And are they demonstrating that they're able to give me what I need when it comes to love? Now, the interesting thing is that the Judgment card can be a card of forgiveness and second chances. And here's what I'm going to say, Virgo. I think you've probably forgiven this person a lot, and I think you've probably given them a lot of second chances. And at some point, you might want to ask yourself, when is enough enough? That's a personal decision. I'm just saying the Judgment card, I think, is encouraging you to look at any patterns in this relationship and to ask yourself if it's serving you. What could Virgo be feeling? Six of Wands. Okay, I mean, Six of Wands is a card of victory and success, hoping things will work out. Let's see where it goes. Tell me more about what Virgo could be feeling. But yeah, okay, here we go. I was kind of like, I don't know about that Six of Wands. It's followed by the Five of Wands. So you're getting to the point where you're seriously looking at it, and I think you're like, yeah, I don't know. I don't know if this can actually be a successful relationship anymore. Because the Five of Wands is you being conflicted about whether or not this can give you what you need. I think you're starting to question things. Tell me what else Virgo could be feeling. The Ace of Swords. Okay. This is maybe my favorite card that we've seen so far in the reading today. The Ace of Swords is about an aha moment, a breakthrough moment, and a moment of clarity. This is strongly suggesting to me that you're going to start to see the situation clearly for what it is. You're probably going to have some sort of breakthrough moment right now, Virgo, where you see the truth of what you're dealing with in this dynamic. And once you have that clear-headed perspective, then like I said before, you can make a decision about what you want to do here. Tell me what actions Virgo could be taking, please. Three of Pentacles. Yeah, Three of Pentacles is trying to work things out. I think you've done that a lot. I think you've done a lot to accommodate this person. I think you've done a lot to try to fix things and to make things work between the two of you, which is, of course, your prerogative. You do what feels right for you. But again, I keep getting this message for you where it's like, at what point do you stop investing in someone who's maybe not giving you what you need? That's a personal thing to think about. You might even, like, I could even see you going to this person and being like, will you go to counseling with me? Now, based on what I saw in their energy, I don't feel they're going to be receptive to that. So that might tell you something. Like maybe you go to them and you're like, this has been chaotic and awful. Let's go to counseling. If they say absolutely not, I mean, that tells you something, right? But if they say yes, I mean, that also tells you something. Tell me more about what actions Virgo could be taking. Queen of Cups. I do think you have a lot of love for this person, but okay, I'm going to throw something out there. Have you guys ever read the book Attached? It's called Attached. I think it's by someone named Levine, and it's about attachment in adult romantic relationships. It's an amazing book. It's about like different attachment styles, like secure, anxious, avoidant. I'm not like an expert on this, you guys. I'm just saying it was a really good book that I liked. But it talks about how sometimes in relationships, we kind of mistake an activated attachment system for love. And that kind of activated attachment system can come in when there's like this chaos and this uncertainty. And because it's so elevated emotionally, we might think that's love, but it's really just chaos, you know? And so I feel like you do feel that there's a lot of love here, and I'm not disputing that, you know, that you guys have these strong feelings for each other, but I also think there's a lot to suggest that there's a very chaotic energy. So it's like you need to figure out in your heart what's going to make you happy. Is staying in this relationship going to make you happy, or is it going to lead to more chaos? Tell me what other actions Virgo could be taking, please. The High Priestess. Okay, what does your gut tell you? So at the end of the day, Virgo, if I'm being quite frank with you, this looks like a big mess, okay? And I think that the High Priestess is saying, what is your intuition telling you about how you want to move forward? What do you want to do here? When you think about the future with this person, what does your gut tell you? Because I think you have a choice to make. You can stay on this roller coaster, or you can get off the roller coaster. What are you going to do? What does your gut tell you? So moment of truth here. Let's look at what the potential outcome is in this situation, please. What is the potential outcome here? Queen of Pentacles. I kind of feel like this is you stepping into your power because this is Earth energy, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. Tell me more about what the potential outcome is here. The Hanged Man. Seeing the situation from a different perspective. What is the potential outcome here? Ten of Wands. Yeah. I think what's going to happen here in the outcome is that you're going to think about what a stable, loving, secure relationship looks like, and then you're going to evaluate this connection and ask yourself, does it meet that criteria? The Hanged Man suggests that you're really going to be seeing things differently here, Virgo. I think you're going to be experiencing a very big shift in perspective where, again, when you're in it, when you're like on that emotional roller coaster with this person, sometimes it's kind of hard to step outside of that and see the situation for what it is. I feel like the Hanged Man is saying you're finally going to be seeing the situation as it is. And the Ten of Wands is going to basically make you realize that you're exhausted and burnt out from this roller coaster ride that you've been on. Because the Ten of Wands is like stress, it's heaviness, it's an emotional burden, and it's also somebody who's been doing all the work and not getting back in return the same level of investment. And so what I think the outcome here is suggesting that you're going to be having a big realization about this person, because I almost feel like because you've been stuck in it, and again, I totally get that when you're in this kind of energy, it can feel so chaotic and it's hard to sometimes think clearly. But I think like you're going to start seeing the situation for what it is. And then from that place, you can make a decision about what you want to do moving forward. Because I just feel like when we looked at your person, it just felt chaotic. I didn't see a lot of growth. I didn't see a lot of taking accountability. I just saw someone who's going to continue to come in and out of your life if you let them. So I think the tarot is asking you to make a decision, Virgo, about what it is that you want. And then, I don't know, empower yourself. And if you feel like what you're getting in this relationship is not what you want, you can make a decision about that. I don't think your person's going to make that decision though. I just want to say that, Virgo, like if you're going to allow them to continue to come in and out of your life, they're probably going to continue to come in and out of your life. Like, I think you're the one who's going to have to ultimately make a choice about what it is that you want to do here. Okay. So I'm going to leave it there. If you enjoyed this reading, you know what to do. Give me a big thumbs up. Give me a pause up. Hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell. If you would like to get a personal reading, I do offer those through Etsy. And of course, I'm wishing you love and happiness always, Virgo, and we'll talk soon. Bye, guys.